Okay, you all ready for this, Aquarius? This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot, where I use tarot, oracle cards, and astrology throughout the reading to describe the energies that are going to be of greatest impact to you. Remember, this is an energy reading, so this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, wherever Aquarius impacts your chart. I would say apply this energy there. And if it resonates with you in different parts of your life than I'm describing, that's correct. It resonates where it resonates for you. It doesn't have to be romantic or career. Describing the situation wherever it resonates. I'm going to start off with what's going on now currently so that you understand it a lot better. We'll figure out, or what will come out will be the past as well, and then we will make our way into the future and predicting where this energy is going to take you. Also, there's an extended reading available to you. Hopefully you guys will join me. I will attach the link to the description box below, as well as to the top of the comment section. You can also subscribe to get unlimited access to the extendeds. That's up to you. But ultimately, I do hope to see you there, because we dig into the nitty-gritty. And this is a nitty-gritty kind of week. Why, you ask? Because basically Uranus is in opposition to most of the main inner planets. You have the Sun, Venus, and Mercury. And then come this full moon that's coming on the 8th, toward the end of this week, you're going to have the moon on top of Uranus. Uranus is your ruling dignitary. It's in Taurus. So there is this energy of this like psychic takeover of the change. And what's happening in Aquarius, same thing that's been happening, Saturn is there. And Saturn is also your ruling dignitary. And it's also in a very interesting spot to all of this, because all of this is happening around the north and south nodes. Saturn is actually square to the huge energy of the full moon that's coming up, that is going to impact you so greatly. Well, how is it going to impact you? In a lot of ways, I think the right question for you guys to ask is, how am I impacting others? You're going to have a huge impact on people. In fact, it's almost like a mirroring sense of people will want to be more like you, or people will be more open and receptive to what you have to say. It seems like there's going to be conflict. No, it's actually weakening. It's like you've worn them down. You've worn them down. And now they're shifting, they're changing. The weirdness has sunken under their skin. And this is actually a really beautiful thing, but for you it feels more like objective. It feels more like watching and seeing it happen, and maybe even in some ways recognizing your influence. Personally, there can be some conflict because there's a square between Saturn, your traditional ruling dignitary, and Venus. There could be conflicts or challenges when it comes to finances, or whoever you're in a relationship with, or whoever you're in a relationship with because of finances. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to break you apart. Squares actually challenge us to make us stronger. So any kinds of conflicts that are going to arise around this time is really just to help change happen and help change occur. And you'll never find somebody more open to or receptive to the change that needs to happen than now. It's like this path of least resistance. Are you going to be up for it? Are you going to be up for not only changes the world going your way, right? But when they change, are they going to be what you want, right? There's something on the other side of this, which we're going to get into. But I think up through this week, it's really got a lot to do with almost a mirroring of your energy. It's like people looking to you to figure out some old buried shit that they forgot about, but it's like that Uranus has uncovered for them. And this change and this shift that's happening, everybody else may seem really off kilter or off balance, and they are. There's a lot of shifts and changes that they don't really have access to. So patience is key this week for you. Patience with others, but also a sense of assuming authority and taking the leadership role. And how that may change the dynamics of your relationships. Now, leave the comments below. You guys know I love to hear your stories and talk about it. Go ahead. If I don't respond, I know somebody else will. And I do. If I don't respond, I always read them. Just know that. Be fearless and bold. So what's gotten you kind of in a little bit insecurity? This is feeling like insecurity. This is a sense of, uh-oh. That's what always happens, Aquarius, when you go all the way. You get to a place where you've never been before. So you don't know how to handle it. And so this is partially this is actually quite natural. This is also, I think, cluing us into Mars, which isn't, well, Saturn is directly impacting Mars. It's trine to Mars. So there's always a sense of when people don't know which direction to go, or when their energy levels are down, they're going to be looking for or more receptive to new concepts. And I think that this actually may work to your favor. It's not about being fearless and bold anymore. You've made the impact. Now it's about being receptive and allowing. It's about allowing people space to deal with this, their discomfort, and not pushing people too hard. And this is going to take a lot of faith, and it's going to take a lot of trust in whoever you're dealing with. There's something else here, though. We're going to keep getting into it. We have love is all around. That is Gemini energy. I don't know if you've just felt recently compromised, or that you don't have as much, it's almost like you don't have as much faith in what somebody is telling you, and telling you how they feel about you, or in the compliments that they're giving you. And I think that this is actually really good, because it's your way, honestly. It's your kind of self-defense mechanism. It's your way of saying, I don't want to get carried away in my own hype, because you could easily. And I think that this is what you are designing to make sure that you don't get overcome and become what you've tried to change. You don't want that to happen. You want to actually be different. So there's a sense of a little bit of aloofness when it comes to how many compliments you're getting, all the communications that are coming in. There's definitely communications information coming in, and you're definitely loving it, or you will be loving it. This is really happy news. Surrender now may be you're reaching farther than you thought you were. Like, because this is Sagittarius energy, so you might be going international. You might be going, or definitely delving into areas that you've never been before, like territories that you've never experienced. Like a moth to a flame, people are just drawn to you right now. And you're allowing it to happen. But I think there is this energy of objectivity that you need right now in order to not get swept away. It's like everybody's getting swept away in you. You don't want to get swept away too. So there's a cautiousness here. This lack of energy, this Aries in reverse, this Badger in reverse, is a lack of energy. So it just, oh my God, it could be so many frickin' things. Hold on, let's get more cards. Aquarius, what is actually going on with them, though? What is actually going on? Details, please. Time for a deep dive. Things are getting thicker and deeper, and you're falling more deeply in love, or there is a connection, or, oh, I understand. You're weak in the knees. That's what this is. That's what this is. You're weak. But it's almost like you want to be. It's almost like you want to let yourself fall into something. And this indicates you are falling into a partnership of some sort. Trust the great mystery. You just want to dive right in. Like, you're in the deep end. You're far from the shallows now. You're diving in deep to a collaboration or a partnership. It's almost like your solution is path of least resistance, no resistance at all. You want to be like, let your guard down. You want this. Your guard is intentionally down. Open and receptive is your solution this week. Falling into love. And love is connection. It is unconditional connection. So whatever that means, and we're going to dig in. This is a good time for a moon card. I call it, let's do a moon card. What is happening with Aquarius here? What do you need to release? A, to get it the fuck out of your way. And B, there's this feeling of just, you want to let go. You want to dive in. You want the flow to carry you away. Okay. Confidence is your key to success. And what do you need to release? What is the insecurity? That's a good question for you. You tell me. What is the insecurity? Because there is a sense of, okay, all right, I just heard it. You're hesitant because of the scorpionic energy that Uranus is opposing. There's so much buried there. There's so much shit to uncover. And ultimately, you're part of why it's coming up. So there's a beautiful vulnerability about that exercise. What do you need to release? This is insecurities from the past that you've buried. And just as everything is going so well, of course, somebody digs up the past. For you, I think this is actually more topical than anybody else. This is actually, people are buzzing, people are talking about you. Your community, your family, your friends, the newspapers, for God's sake, I don't know. People are buzzing, they're talking about you. But the more people want to talk about you, the more they want to know about you. And the more they want to know about you, the more they fucking dig. And you're sitting here like, listen, I just opened myself up to the world. And yet somehow there's still insecurity because maybe you didn't open up everything. And you don't have to. And you don't owe people everything. And so now I'm going to suggest that you read the title of my channel and really understand what it's about. Born Without Boundaries. That's not actually a good thing. This is the time when you realize that you have a right to set boundaries. You don't have to share everything about you. And if somebody is expecting you to go too far or provide too much, you absolutely have the right to say, nah, bitch, you're not invited behind this door. But it's really an important time for you to reestablish boundaries. You know, you're opening so many parts of yourself. You're under no obligation to open your whole self. And this is a sense of insecure. What might people find? You know, what might I reveal? As I'm talking, I'm revealing so much. I'm making myself vulnerable by being this open, but at the same time, you want to be this open. You want to just dive right in. Confidence is your key to success. Spirit wants you to know, Aquarius, you do have all the capabilities to handle whatever is coming at you in this current situation. You really do. And maybe you didn't know it until now. Let's get into the details. You want to show me anything from the past, Spirit? Nope. Two of Cups. This is diving into love. This is definitely you've met somebody that makes you weak in the knees. This is definitely, but it's almost like the reality of it. It's the sense of you love this person. You want to connect with this person. You respect this person. This person is your equal. This is Two of Cups. I'll show you. Right? This is Two of Cups. This is wonderful currently, and it's confirmed. It is wonderful. They are meant for you because the two of you constructed, it's almost like you're growing together. You're growing up together. You're deciding to grow old together. There's a togetherness here, right? There's a beautiful sense of balance here. And that is true. That is absolutely true. The caveat, the but, there's no but with regards to this, but there is a sense of, hold on, let me see. There's more cards here. Seven of Swords, betrayal from the past. I don't know if it was this person. I don't think so. I think it just taught you to be off guard. You walked away, or somebody walked away because somebody was just not on each other's side. There was a sense of, I can't take this anymore. Somebody keeps draining me. It's almost like the past draining you. King of Cups is here, which means you learn to sort of guard your emotions, or this is a person that has walked away from you in the past, right? This is a person or a situation or an opportunity that has walked away in the past. They are upright now, which means maybe they've grown the fuck up. And Five of Swords, defeat. It's almost like, I'll tell you this, all these cards together make me think of, as soon as you thought things were getting good, as soon as you thought, oh, I can let my guard down and trust my emotions around this person or in this situation, all they do is use it to fuck me. All they do is use it to get at me and take me down. And this is, say you're making a big announcement, right? This is what you're on guard for. You know that you're vulnerable now. You know everybody's cheering for you now. But there's also a sense of realizing this will also be when those people who want to creep out from under rocks get at you. And that's what you're wondering about. That's what you're wondering about. Am I strong enough to deal with them? Do I really have the confidence to understand how to handle the haterade? Well, first of all, you won't be handling it alone. You have your partner. Let your partner do this. It's like they want to help. They want to be part of this process. Let them help. Let them feel that shit so that you don't have to, and you can continue to focus on whatever trail you're blazing. Trust in the partnership. And let me tell you something. There's been defeat in the past. I'm just wondering, is this the same partner? I think for some of you it is. It's almost kind of like a, we finally got it right kind of thing. So what is their expected outcome? There's definitely some soul searching here. It's almost like you're looking for who's in control, or you're trying to decide it. You're searching for who rules. Is there a power play here? Is that what's going on? It's almost like there's a conflict here. Let me tell you something. I just got this. The two of you are already connected. If they try to take advantage this time around and slay you, the knife is going to go through their heart too. The bottom line right now, Aquarius, is that the two of you are connected. So hurting you will be hurting themselves. And they don't know that yet. So you're right, they will try to get at you. And when they do, they're going to feel like such shit about themselves. They're going to fucking realize, I'm not separate from that person anymore. It's almost like, I don't know if this is you or them, but it's almost like you had to do a shitty thing to realize how much you really care or support this person or this concept. Isn't that weird? It's like trying to, it's like the battle that you're going through right now is between who you used to be and who you are today. And so the old you, right, Saturn, Uranus, square, the old you still wants sway in some way. The old you still wants to dominate and say, hey, this is how it's going to go. But the new you is like, it's really not. And no matter how much of sabotage this old version of yourself is trying to create, to prove to you that you never should have done all the new stuff. The new stuff is what's meant to be. And ultimately, whatever sabotage happens to one will come back around to the other, because this is just an evolution. It's almost like you're not incomplete. You're not separate. This is the South and North Node. Everybody treats the South and North Node like they're separate. They're not separate. They're one path. And so what you do to one impacts the other. And what's happening to one now, what's happening to the South Node, is that it's like all of this stuff, all of our cleverness, all of our beauty tips, all of our money, all of it, all of our ego, everything is all swarming that South Node. Is like what we've gotten so comfortable with is about to just get washed away. It's about to change everything. But in changing everything, it changes everything about who you are. You are somebody completely different now. Okay. What does this have to do with the person in your life? They are somebody completely different now. It's like the two of you aren't the same people that you used to be. And so yeah, it's like somebody's going to try to pull their old shit, but it's not going to work this time, because when they pull it on them, when they pull it on you, they pull it on themselves too. And it's almost like that's what they need to go through to realize that you're more than what you used to be, at least in their life. So this is really the most kind of it's like the weirdest way of discovering who you really are and how you really feel about somebody. By trying to do something that will disconnect you and realizing that's not possible anymore. How is this impacting other areas of your life? We're going to get into it. I hope you join me for the extended. And leave your comments below, because I'd really like to know how this is all playing out for you. The links are below. Also, you can join me daily if you want on Astrology Motivation. That's my second YouTube channel. Check it out. I'll attach the link above. But first, go to the extended. I will see you guys there.